O Kumana Asle Kore Kahamano Piran Prabhavinu Bhadirabhankah Saramswaha Mahe Namaha Sambhavaya Chamayudbhavaya Namaha Shankaraya Chamayaskaraya Namaha Shivaya Shivataraya Trambakam Jagamahe Sugandhim Pushtivakaram Urvarukamiva Bandhavadito Mukhyamamrita.
Hello guys, this is KK Singh, Vedic Astrologer. Welcome to my YouTube channel Om Astro Jyoti, Learning Vedic Astrology. So today we can see that we were actually doing the monthly horoscope from Aries till Pisces. So today we are going to talk about the Gemini ascendant or moon. That means Gemini, Lagna and moon sign and the monthly prediction for them. So let us begin without wasting any time. Okay. So the monthly horoscope for Gemini ascendant and Gemini moon sign people from 16th of September till 14th of October is as follows. From the week which is starting from 16th of September till 22nd of September for Gemini ascendant and Gemini moon sign people will be like Rahu will be in the Lagna, the ascendant, Venus in the second house, Mercury and Sun in the fourth house, Jupiter and Ketu in the seventh house, Saturn in the eighth house, Mars in the 11th house. Now, when we are looking at the Gemini ascendant and Gemini moon sign people, we are looking at the Lagnesh. The first thing, Mercury is in own Mool Trikona sign in the fourth house. It is good. It is with Sun, which is a friend to Mercury. Now, what is most important here in this week for Gemini Lagna or Gemini moon sign people is that here Jupiter is the seventh lord in the seventh house with Ketu, and the Rahu is in the axis. As I have told you that this time is always a time for the self recognition or changes which happens, because you see whenever 1/7 axis is getting affected by Rahu or Ketu, then definitely there is a change which comes. So already this ascendant people are going through a major lot of transformation from last 1 year, 1.5 year rather, from last year 2019 onwards. But what is more important here is the placement of Saturn in the 8th house. Now Saturn in the 8th house is okay, but here Saturn will give some chronic issues. Now the chronic issues may be regarding the health or maybe regarding the finances. Why finance? Because Saturn is also aspecting the 7th house from itself, that means the second house. So there may be some difficulties regarding to finance or the health due to Saturn. And also I would like to tell you, for the moon sign, Gemini moon sign and Gemini ascendant, Saturn is moving the 8th house. So definitely it is a Dhaya of Saturn. Now Dhaya of Saturn is a small Panauti like the Sade Sati, but it is for only 2.5 years. So from this point of view, Saturn is not going to do a good thing. Okay, because Saturn is also the 9th lord. So by that virtue, it might give you some luck when you are working very, very hard. But Sun and Mercury in the Kendra house is very good. And also a malefic Mars, which is coming in the Aries, and it is in its own Mool Trikona and in the 11th house is good. Is good for gain and good for any work which was pending for many days. Because Mars is also 11th house lord here and the 6th house lord here. So 6 and 11 combination becomes, and because 6th lord is also the 11th lord, so there is a chance of gain through daily routine work or something which is associated with serving people. Like if you are serving the people and then you are able to gain something, then this is a good time. So yes, when Mars is retrograde in the 11th house, it is definitely giving you some gain, some old money which you never expected you gained when Mars was in 11th house. Okay. Now overall, Venus is in the second house. Now in this moment of time, you will make a lot of friends, especially they will be female, and also they will be attached to you or you will be attached to them by their way of speaking. They will be speaking in a very soothing tone, or you might be speaking in a very soothing tone so that you can get attracted, or many of the people are getting attracted to you. So this is one thing for Gemini ascendant and Gemini Lagna people or moon sign people for 16th of September till 22nd of September. But here I would like to tell you regarding the health, please be careful, or regarding the finances, please be careful. Okay. So we come back to the next slide. Now, in the next slide, the week is from 23rd of September till 29th of September. Here we can see a major changes in the sky. Now, what is the changes? The first change is the change of Rahu and Ketu. RK axis is now changing. It is moving in the 12th and 6th axis. And the next change is Mercury, the Lagna Lord itself, going in the sign of Libra and in the 5th house. Now here what is happening? Now you can see when Rahu is exalted in the 12th house, it is actually good. Good in the sense that in this moment of time, a person can get involved into foreign matters. Now, the foreign matter will be difficult or good, depends upon the dignity of Venus. Now, Venus is still in Cancer because Rahu and Ketu will be there for 1.5 years. So, at this moment of time, Venus is in the second house, and Venus at the first stage means at this week, there will be a lot of foreign things coming into play. The native may get involved foreign things too much because Venus, the dispositor of Rahu, is in the second house, and also in the sign of Cancer, which is related to sea or which is related to water. Okay. So this becomes something that yes, you can involve, or even the foreign travel. I will not suggest foreign traveling because for traveling, 3rd and the 9th house to be considered, but here 3rd house is not directly getting connected. So yes, you might do a working for a foreign MNCs or for a foreign organization, but you are not going to travel for that. Okay. And also when Mercury is coming in the 5th house, definitely your diplomatic idea will come into play. Now this is good. This is a good transit for Mercury. But yet it is also in the house ruled by Venus. So Venus will obviously have a say. Now we can also see that Mercury is getting aspect from Mars and Saturn together. So at this moment of time, there will be a little bit of a struggling in the 5th house matter. Now 5th house becomes your creativity, your children, your speculative gains. Now as it is the Lagna Lord himself, the person's ability to connect with the children and with the people who are younger to them, will be a little bit dogmatic. The person will not freely meet with these people or connect because of these malefic aspects from Mars and Saturn. But here one thing is good, that Venus, the dispositor of Mercury, is in Kendra to Mercury. So yes, that means some good news should come in respect to fifth house matter. But at this moment of time, if you are trying to invest in stock or in some speculative, either you are trying to go for a lottery, then this is the time when you can go there, because eighth lord Saturn is also aspecting Mercury, and Mars, which is the 11th lord from 11th, is also aspecting the Mercury. But I would like to tell you, if you want to go, then you go. But other thing, it also depends upon your own horoscope, whether it is supporting you or not. Overall, this is a good time to do investment, or might a good time to do a little bit of gambling if you can. But I'm not telling you to do a gambling. In my channel, I never promote such kind of ideas. Just for investment purpose, you can invest in any share or any debenture by thinking and by analyzing the market properly. Sun is still in the fourth house, very comfortable, looking at the 10th house. So definitely there will be some good events with the help of for which your image and name fame will definitely go up, because Sun here is not getting afflicted by any other malefic. Okay. And also Jupiter's aspect from the 7th is coming to the Lagna. Now, whenever Jupiter aspects the Lagna, it is a very good period, and then a person is full of wisdom. But here, only one thing I would like to suggest is that the 7th house is coming in the Pap Kartari between Ketu and Saturn. Now, this is not good. So, Gemini ascendant and Gemini moon sign people, because your 7th lord and 7th house both are coming in the Pap Kartari, make sure that your relationship with your spouse is not tainted. Okay, so this is my prediction for the second week from 23rd of September till 29th of September. Next, we are coming to the next slide, which is from 30th September till 6th of October 2020 for Gemini ascendant and Gemini moon sign people. Now here at this moment of time, your Venus is coming into the third house. At this moment of time, because Rahu is in house of your 12th house and the house which is ruled by Venus, now at this moment of time, yes, you can go for a traveling. But the traveling won't be a long traveling, it will be a short traveling. Also, your comfort here at this moment of time will increase. Why? Because you see, Venus and Mercury, both two Shubha planet, Shubha Graha, at this moment of time will make a axis, and rather a Shubh Kartari on the fourth house. And fourth house Lord is also making the Shubh Kartari, and it is also the Lagna Lord. That means your Mercury. So Mercury, no doubt, is a very good planet for Gemini ascendant and Gemini moon sign people. And also Venus, which is the fifth lord, is also coming and making a Shubh Kartari. Now, Venus characteristics is Naisargik Shubha Graha. That means it is a natural benefic planet. And also Mercury depends upon the Mercury is also a Shubha planet. We considered it as a Shubha planet if it is not getting afflicted. Here, it is only getting afflicted by the virtue of Drishti, but it is not conjunct with any malefic. So, yes, we can consider Mercury to be Shubh. So, there is a Shubh Kartari Yoga coming in the fourth house. Now, this will definitely increase your comfort, and you will also be spending time in home, and you will be comfortably living there. So this we can say. And also one more thing I would like to tell you, the last week when we were in 23rd of September till 29th of September, Saturn and Mars both were looking at your Venus. So even that time, the point for relationship was a little bit difficult, you know. So at this moment of time, means from 30th September to 6th of October, it is now calming down because Venus has changed its sign and came to the third house. Okay, so this is the analysis for the third week from September 30th till October 6th. And now the last slide or the last transit will be of the Mars, and Mars is going to come in the 10th house. Now at this moment of time, there will be 3 planets in the Kendras. Okay, 3 planets in the Kendras: Sun, Jupiter and Mars. At this moment of time, whatever works you were planning to do, whatever works you are planning to do or you are planning to execute in the previous weeks or previous month, now they are going to be fructify slowly and slowly, because of the fact that Mars and Sun, they are coming opposite to each other. And for Gemini ascendant and Gemini moon sign people, Sun becomes your third lord, which shows your effort, and Mars becomes the lord of gain and the sixth. So even effort, service and gain are coming together, and the power or the execution will be released from these 2 axes. So yes, 4th and 10th axis becomes very, very active for you in this moment of time. Also, I would like to tell you that here at this moment of time, because Jupiter is also in the Kendra, so your name, fame and whatever things were pending will definitely clear out. Okay, only one thing I would like to tell you here, that Saturn is in the 8th house and will cast an aspect on the 10th. Now there might be some sudden events suddenly happening with you, especially when the Saturn is turning direct, and that event I feel should be positive because of the disposition of Mars, as the Mars is in the house of Jupiter and it is in the friendly sign. But yet there will be a struggle because of the Gandanta point of the Mars. Mars will be in the Gandanta point again, and Saturn aspect will make a little bit of harshness there, but not too much of the difficulty. Okay, so this was overall. So, but I will like to conclude one thing for Gemini ascendant and Gemini moon sign people, that yes, health is before anything. So make sure that you are healthy and you don't fall sick. Second thing is that yes, your relationship may be getting a little bit of difficulties. So you make sure that you are putting in good effort. And third thing, when Jupiter is looking at the ascendant, Jupiter is giving you blessings. So in Jupiter, when Jupiter is giving you blessings, make sure you use your head. Okay. So this was my analysis for Gemini ascendant and Gemini moon sign people for 1 month, and the monthly prediction from 16th of September till 14th of October. I hope that you have liked this video, and if you have liked, and if you are a new viewer in my channel, then do subscribe and share my video and spread the knowledge. So this is KK Singh signing off on behalf of my YouTube channel, Om Astro Jyoti. God bless and stay happy.